I still remember the weight of the pen in my hand that morning, the cold, metallic certainty of it. Divorce papers spread across the table like a battlefield. Her friend, Mira, stumbled into my living room, breathless, panicked, eyes wide with manufactured innocence. "She really loves you," she pleaded, voice trembling. I looked at her, slowly, calmly, too calmly. "No," I said. "She actually loves your husband, even more." Her face drained. And that's when it began, the moment the truth finally unmasked itself, and every lie they ever choreographed collapsed at my feet. It started with a sound, a small one. Her phone buzzing on the nightstand at 2:47 a.m. A message preview lit up the dark room like a confession carved in neon. "Is he asleep? I miss you." 3 seconds. That's how long it took for my pulse to detonate. 5 seconds. That's how long I stared at her peaceful face, wondering how many nights she'd turned away not because she was tired, but because someone else's name was echoing in her head. 7 seconds. That's when the pain sharpened into something heavier, something metallic, something useful. I didn't wake her. I just watched the message fade. And in the cold glow of that dying screen, I felt something in me shift. Quietly, permanently. We weren't always like this. That's the part that still irritates me. The fact that I once believed we were solid. I remember the night she cried in my arms because she thought she wasn't enough. The way I held her tighter, whispering she was everything. Funny. Turns out I was comforting a woman who was already slipping away from me. There were moments, small, innocent in the moment, venomous in hindsight. The way she started dressing nicer for girls' nights, the sudden shift in her perfume, lighter, sweeter, something she said she picked accidentally. And Mira, always there, always inserting herself with unsolicited concern, perfectly rehearsed empathy, like she was auditioning for a role she already knew she'd land. Looking back, I wasn't blind, I was loyal. And that's far more dangerous. Her laughter changed first. It became distant, shorter, almost guilty, like she was holding the punchline for someone else. Then came the lies. Small fractures she assumed I wouldn't notice. Phone died, meeting ran late, Mira needed me. Each excuse was a thread. On its own, weak. Together, a noose, tightening slowly. I'd watch her type messages with her screen tilted away. I'd see Mira's name flash on the phone more often than reasonable. And once, just once, I saw my wife smile at her phone with the kind of softness she used to save for me. That was the night I stopped feeling fear and started feeling certainty. Revenge doesn't begin with anger. It starts with observation. I didn't accuse her, didn't shout, didn't ask. I simply watched. Patterns reveal the truth long before people do. I checked the car's mileage. Her short meetings added too many kilometers. I checked shared cloud backups, found deleted photos synced by accident. A reflection in a window, her hand in someone else's. A wristwatch I recognized. Mira's husband's wristwatch. That one hit like cold water. I dug deeper. Phone records, chat logs she thought she deleted, voice notes, one where she whispered, "He has no idea." God, it feels exciting. My chest didn't burn, it froze. That was the moment the pain died, and something sharper took its place, a plan. People think revenge is impulsive. It isn't, it's architecture. I spent 2 weeks laying foundations. I befriended Mira's husband, casually, naturally. A few harmless questions, a few planted seeds. You ever notice them being close? Maybe I'm overthinking, but something feels off. I just want to be sure. Suspicion is contagious. He caught it quickly. Meanwhile, I played the role of the loving husband, quiet, supportive, unaware. She relaxed. That was important. I backed up the evidence, printed copies, Screenshots, time-stamped logs, GPS routes, all locked away in a folder labeled Final Day. The night before everything erupted, she kissed my cheek softly, almost tenderly. If guilt had a taste, I swear I felt it on her lips. The explosion happened on a Saturday. I invited them both, my wife and Mira's husband, under the pretense of wanting to clear misunderstandings. They arrived tense. Good. Fear sharpens the reveal. I placed the folder on the table, a simple gesture, but the sound of it landing felt like a gunshot. My wife swallowed hard. Mira's husband looked at her with twitching suspicion. I opened the folder, one page at a time. No theatrics, just truth delivered with surgical calm. Photos, logs, messages, locations. My wife tried to speak, but her voice cracked under the weight of evidence. Mira's husband snapped first, rage, betrayal, shock, mixing into something feral. He shouted. She cried. My wife panicked, reaching for me like I was still her anchor. I stepped back. You made your choices, I told her. I made my preparations. Her knees buckled. Mira's husband stormed out to destroy whatever home they had left. And I? I walked to the door, opened it, and let the silence swallow her collapse. The next morning, I filed for divorce. No hesitation, no trembling hand, no second thoughts. And that's when her loyal friend Mira came running, clawing for some version of innocence that no longer existed. "But she loves you so much," she cried. I looked at her, straight through her, then delivered the line that finally silenced every lie between them. She actually loves your husband even more. She froze. Truth has a way of turning people to stone. I walked away before she thawed. Here's what betrayal taught me. Love should never require blindness. Loyalty should never become self-sacrifice. And trust? Trust is a currency that loses value the moment someone counterfeits it. I didn't seek revenge to hurt them. I sought it to restore myself. And in the quiet that followed their chaos, I found peace. Sometimes the most powerful revenge is simply walking away, after letting the truth do the talking.